And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the entertainment capital of Northern California, the Arco Arena, Don Sharkett, in association with Main Events, present the featured bout of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing red and silver trunks. He weighs 129.5 pounds. He's from Fajardo, Puerto Rico, with a record of 18 wins, 1 loss, with 13 wins by knockout. He's the number 8 ranked challenger in the world, as ranked by the IBF. Here's one, John Molina. And now, fighting out of the red corner, this young man is wearing yellow trunks with blue trim, and he's from Sacramento. He weighs 129.75 pounds with a record of 30 wins, 1 loss, with 22 wins by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, the current IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the world, Tony the Tiger Lopez.
That's the neutral corner, and this is the neutral corner. The up man, in case of a knockdown, go to the one corner and stay till I tell you to come out. If your mouthpiece drops out, I have to put it in as soon as there's a lull in the bout. I didn't tell you that this afternoon, okay? I can't wait till the end of the round. All right, shake hands, come out boxing. All right. All right.
The tail of the tape, as you see, almost identical physical specimens, 5'6.5" for Lopez. The reach, a little bit in Lopez's favor. The age and the experience for Lopez. John Molina, given the quickness and the footwork. But Lopez, a gritty, determined, and of course, with 8,000 fans in his arsenal, it's going to be tough to get out of this town with anything less than a loss for John Molina.
Well, John, as you said, he's got youth on his side. He's got the hand and foot speed on his side. That's about it, because the crowd is definitely not on his side. So he's going to have to utilize all the material that he has in his arsenal tonight.
Round 1 underway. It's a 12-rounder already. Molina comes out very quickly and throws a quick right. And, of course, Lopez, who tends to come out very quickly because the crowd gets him so juiced up, will try to be a little more methodical. He doesn't feel that John has the talent of Rocky Lockridge, but he certainly has the youth and the hand speed, and that's certainly something that Molina has in his favor, as Sonny just mentioned. And usually it takes Tony a little longer to warm up to get in there. John will have to take control early, because if the crowd gets behind the champ, Tony Lopez, Molina will have a very, very long night. And already he's thrown more punches as Lopez continues. And we mentioned earlier, Sonny, maybe a feeling out process for Tony Lopez.
That's correct. Both guys right now appear to be feeling one another out there. There's not a lot of punches land here in this first round, but they're moving and stalking. On the inside, look to see the champion go to work. He's a devastating body puncher, and he knows how to work his way back up to the head with those underneath shots.
Rocky Lockridge left Sacramento with 40 stitches back on July 23rd, and I'm sure that the Tiger, Tony Lopez, has the same sort of intentions for the challenger, John Molina, and sticking out a very nice jab, and you'll see a good jab from Tony Lopez.
And with the champion, you can also expect if he goes down, he's capable of getting up, and he knows how to tie his man up and survive the round and come back. This is what he did with Rocky Lockridge.
Went down in the 8th round, did get back up the rally to win the next 3 rounds. And he said, more importantly in that fight, he said he had a pinched nerve in his neck, and it kind of just, when he got hit, it just went haywire. And he lost his equilibrium and could not hold on, and finally just survived the 8th round to pull out the unanimous 12-round decision. And Rocky Lockridge, a veteran of some 48 professional fights, said he had never been beaten as physically as he was back on July 23rd.
And aside from that, Lockridge, he committed a no-no. He came out of the neutral corner a little too soon. Lou Duva got on him about that later, which caused the count to be stopped. He may have walked away with a knockout in that and retained his title.
Lopez and Molina, round 1 of 12. And Molina countering with a nice right, and the Tiger trying to loosen up now. Neither fighter exceptionally sharp here in the first 2 minutes. Molina gets warned by the referee, Hank Ellisbrew, for a maybe just slightly a low blow there, nothing too serious. As we said, the Arco Center the lid lifter as far as boxing goes here, and their hometown hero at center ring. Tony Lopez in the gold, Molina in the red, blue, and silver of Puerto Rico. 22 seconds to go in round number 1. Molina gets warned again by the referee to keep him up. Rather a nondescript first round. Both fighters showing very little here in the first 3 minutes, but it's a 12-rounder. As Lopez goes on the charge, we'll come back with action of round number 2 of a 12-rounder from the Arco Center in Sacramento after this. Welcome back. Round number 2 of 12. The IBF Junior Lightweight Championship is on the table right now. The champion in the gold trunks got nailed by a pretty nice right hand by the challenger, John Molina, at the end of round 1. The crowd in the corner of Molina got very excited about that. Lopez did go after him slightly after the bell, but I think it might have woken up the champion. He comes out with a little more determined look at his face, but Molina known for quick combinations, excellent hand speed, and very good footwork, looking like a young Edwin Rosario.
And as this fight goes along and progresses, Hugh, you can expect the champion to turn on the afterburners. He's going to start heating things up. And the challenger, he will be no slouch himself. He's going to do the same.
Would you think that Lopez must get inside, though?
Lopez must get inside, but he's got to be cautious when he's going inside, because the hand speed of John is very, very sharp. He's very, that 1-2 punch right there. He didn't hit anything, but that's what he's got to watch for when he goes on the inside. And
as we mentioned at the top of the show, a very tough first defense for a gentleman who had a war back on July 23rd. Both men in very, very bad shape after the fight. Lockridge taking the worst of it, but Lopez was certainly racked up pretty well. And now, some 3 months later, he's back right at it against a tough challenger by the name of John Molina, age 21 years old, and with already 2 years of professional. A big left hook by Molina, and down goes Lopez. A quick left hook, and it was the hand speed of Molina sending the Tiger.
The right hand of the champion was down, and right across that outstretched right hand came that left hook. That's what you have to watch for when you got hand speed like the challenger.
Now Lopez comes dashing out of the neutral corner, trying to... Lopez says he's not hurt, but he did hit the deck, and now Molina with some very good hand speed. Lopez doing some nice ducking, and maybe the champion will be wise to get a little more serious about this bout.
Absolutely. A lot of punches was thrown over there by the challenger, John, but he didn't connect with a lot of them also. He's trying to measure the champion. The champion is being very good and defensively, slipping under a lot of those punches.
Lopez in Molina's corner. Now he comes out with a big combination, and the crowd gets into it. The first nice combination landed by the champion after he hit the deck there, about 40 seconds in to round number 2. Maybe straight left jab is coming pretty good by Lopez.
Maybe hitting the deck is the thing that needed to awaken the champion early in this fight.
Wake-up call in the second round for the champion. Molina, though, coming right back out, trying to finish up his work. Molina not known for great punching power, but certainly it was a very good left hook over a very lackadaisical right hand by Lopez.
And it appeared also Lopez, when he got tagged, it appeared as though he was pulling back from the punch, straight back, which is a no-no. You got to go to the left or the right rather than straight back. He got caught up just with the end of that punch.
Lopez getting his wake-up call. 10 seconds to go in round number 2, and we will stay as John Molina having a very, very successful second round, and the crowd a little stunned. We'd like to see their hometown hero get a little more enthused as Molina tries a little extracurricular activity at the end of round number 2. So a good round for the challenger as we get a look in the corner of Tony Lopez. And we're going to take a look at that knockdown about 45-50 seconds into round number 2. The left hook coming over a lazy right hand by Tony Lopez, and Lopez hit the deck, got up quickly, shook it off, or at least it looked that way.
And it appeared also, as I said to you, he pulled back, but the right hand was still down. If you're going to pull back, you should at least have that right hand up to protect yourself against that left hook.
Here's another look at that knockdown. A wild left to the body, then finally the right goes down, and down goes the champion. Nice round for John Molina. Jimmy Montoya, Norm Lockwood working that corner right now of the champion. He doesn't appear to be too fazed by the knockdown, but certainly tends to get one's attention when you hit the deck, especially in front of your 8,000 very faithful fans here.
And you don't want them to see that. You want them to be in your corner.